Wow, this is insane. I don't really know what I expected, but I think I'm more impressed by this than that hotel.
Yeah, but the moment you walk up to the base of it, oh my god.
I just can't wait for nighttime. This seriously, this is something special.
Good morning, friends. Today is our first full day in Singapore, and we're so excited to be here, mostly because tomorrow is Chinese New Year's Eve, and Singapore is one of the top best places in the world to celebrate Chinese New Year. Today we have two things on our agenda. The first is the Botanical Gardens, and it is already amazing, and we literally just walked in. And the second thing on the agenda is to go to the Garden of the Bay, which is one of the biggest things to do here in Singapore, and we're gonna see probably the best light show we've ever seen. If you're interested in following our newsletter, make sure you head to our website, simsaonthego.com, and sign up for our newsletter, because we sent out our first ever weekly Wednesday scoop email. Gives you a little bit more information about what it's like to travel full time.
This place is so tranquil, and I actually wanted to start here because we can get out of the bustling city and come to serenity. There are 750 species of wildlife that live in this botanic garden, and one of them is monitor lizards, which can be up to 3 feet. And it is toasty. Can you see the sweat on my face? It is hot.
Babe, there's a lizard.
There's my new friend.
Your new friend. Yeah? You found him? What's his name? Gary.
I cannot believe I just saw literally what I was just talking about, and we're standing there trying to adjust the camera settings. So this little lizard, he was actually like 2 feet long. He was not small, but I read that he can get up to 3+ feet. And if you didn't know this, this orchid area is actually the centralized place for orchid breeding for the whole entire world. Not sure if that's a big thing or not, but that's pretty awesome. This might be the coolest place in Singapore. If you come to Singapore, you absolutely have to come to this Botanic Garden. It is free. Another beautiful thing to do is just to walk through these little pathways right here and just look into the trees and see if you can spot things crawling around, because seriously, it feels like we're in the jungle right now.
Those look spiky. It's like sing-a-thorn. Was it good? No. Singapore, sing-a-thorn. No, I don't think so.
So I think we're gonna start making our way back 18 miles to the other side.
You know those hotels where you have to put in your key to turn on the light and get the electricity going? That's where we're staying. So we have to go back and charge the batteries before we go out and see something that we have looked forward to for so long. Didn't realize the time, so now we are hurrying over to the bay to see the main event for today.
So we have officially made it to Garden of the Bay, or Gardens of the Bay, I believe it is. And it is way bigger than I thought it was gonna be. So if I read correctly, watching the light show is free, but walking, there's like a bridge that connects these super trees. That costs money, and everything else essentially in the park costs money. But we're doing the free version. So let's see if my little inside hack scoop of where to watch it really comes to life. So this hotel behind me is probably the most iconic thing I think in Singapore. It should be that Botanical Garden, but if you look up Singapore, you're probably gonna find a picture of that hotel, which is pretty spectacular, except for the fact that it's $1,000 a night. And I think I've looked it up so much, and I've watched like cooking shows on their kitchen. that it was a little underwhelming. I was expecting it to be a lot bigger. I'm not saying I'm disappointed, but I think I was expecting more. You can go to the top though, if you're on a budget. You just go up there and buy a drink, which I think is probably about 15-20 Singapore dollar for a drink. But you can't get anywhere near the pool anymore because apparently the guests are complaining that people are just going up there and for the view, which I get that. If I'm spending $1,000 plus per night, I don't want a bunch of random people up there hanging out, taking my view.
We seriously have been seeing people and watching people come here for so long, and I cannot believe that we are here. I'm so excited. It's nothing crazy, but just gorgeous gardens and architecture.
And I will tell you the name of the architect as soon as I look up his name, because I read it and I kind of forgot his name.
Good
but
one, babe.
I will let you know, don't worry.
We're gonna try to find the best spot to see the lights because Nick read this blog about it. So we're gonna try to find it. And if we find it, you better believe you're gonna know about it because this is so great and I cannot wait to watch the light show. We found the spot, not so secret anymore, but there's still not many people up here.
Wow is right. And it was free.
Nick is so sweaty right now. I can't stop staring at how sweaty he is.
It's pretty humid.
It's humid, but it's really
8:30
windy, so I don't know why he's so sweaty. So the Gardens by the Bay is 250 acres big. And it was intended to turn Singapore into the city of the gardens, but has turned into one of the most popular tourist destinations in Singapore. There's so many different parts to it, and we only went to the main part, which is the South Bay. It really is amazing. Like, the architecture is unlike anything I've seen before, and it's totally worth the hype. Apparently this is only up because of Chinese New Year. I feel so lucky to be able to see something this beautiful. Can't believe we're here.
I'm not sure if it's because it's nighttime and everything looks better at nighttime, but the hotel definitely looks way more impressive at nighttime. I would maybe pay $200 a night. So if Marina Band say, if you're watching this, I'll pay $200 and you put up the rest.
Today has been a very interesting day, to say the least. We've had a couple of technical issues today, so it made us get off to a little bit of a late start, but what a way to spend our first full day in Singapore than to go to the most wonderful, hot and sweaty Botanic Gardens, and then come down to the Gardens by the Bay. We're just starting our Singapore series, so if you're interested in following our travels around the world, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Stay tuned for more videos in Singapore. We have Chinese New Year's Eve that starts tomorrow. We're so excited for you to come along on this journey around the world with us, and we will see you on the go. Greatest fountain. I'm like exhausted.
And one of them is monitor lizard attack you essentially, but they're not harmless. They're harmless, but I read they can get up to 3 foot.
It's orchid. This, are they flowers? Trees?
I'm not sure if it's because it's nighttime and everything's a lot better at nighttime, but the but I don't know if it's because it's nighttime or orchard or super tree or
What? Gardens by the Bay.
super tree. That's what it's called.
He's so sweaty. We've had such an off day filming.